continue to fall apart for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, as a fresh court injunction by Senator Halimatu Sharif may have dashed the hopes of their planned national convention in Port Harcourt. The McCarthy group insists the court injunction won't stop them. Senator Sharif claims he is the party's authentic chairman. And the controversy over the budget padding allegation heats up. A member of the ruling APC leadership seeks the resignation of Chief Oyegun and the rest for allowing the House of Reps debacle to go on without due intervention. That's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining us, everyone. It may be a Friday, well, the end of a working week, but it appears politics in Nigeria knows no day, no time, as developments both in the ruling APC and in the PDP continue to cascade by the second. But first, let's have you with a dose of some of the top political stories we're following right now.
Political roundup on Channels Television. Here are your top political stories this time.
After rescheduled conduct of the Imo rerun elections, days after it was declared inconclusive, we now know the winners. The Independent National Electoral Commission has declared the All Progressives Congress candidate in the Imo North Senatorial District election, Chief Ben Uwajimogo, as winner. The returning officer said the APC candidate scored 56,076 votes to beat his closest rival, the People's Democratic Party candidate, Chief Nathan Ochonu, who polled 43,815 votes.
Uwajimogo of APC scored the highest number of votes. Is hereby declared winner and is returned elected.
Similarly, the APC candidate in Oru West, Nkenna Nzero, and his counterpart in Isiala Mbano, Chidi Collins, were also declared winner of the State Assembly rerun elections in their area. And the controversy over the padding allegation of the 2016 budget at the National Assembly rages as the Gombe State Caucus of the House of Representatives has come out in support of Speaker Yakubu Dogara and the leadership of the House. At a press conference in Abuja, the group accused the former chairman of the House Committee on Appropriation of blackmailing the leadership of the House with figures he actually suggested. The lawmakers also insist that there is no need for external investigators as the matter is purely an internal affair.
The world, particularly Nigeria, must be told that the figures being reeled out by Honorable Jibrin as his basis of blackmail against the leadership of the House was actually suggested by him.
The race for the governorship seat in Edo State is on the fast lane. The major political parties are about town campaigning. As the APC candidate Godwin Obaseki goes hand in hand with the governor Adams Oshiomhole to preach the continuity message to the people of the state, the PDP candidate alongside party leaders were at the palace of the Benin monarch to seek his prayers and officially inform him about Ize Iyamu's candidature. Meanwhile, the candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Mr. Onaiwo Saro, who was a former Director General of the PDP Governors Forum, is set to flag off his campaign in Benin City on Monday.
And you're up to date. Those are your top political stories you need to know.
Well, many thanks for staying with us, everyone, and welcome back to the show. Well, let's begin right now with the padding allegations in the House of Representatives by Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin.
We are of the view that Honorable Abdrazak Namdas has no mandate of the Honorable House to speak on his behalf on the allegations made by Honorable Jibril against some principal officers and presiding officers of the House of Representatives.
When therefore the National Assembly appropriate funds in the budget, it can never, please, it can never under any circumstance or guise be deemed as regarded as tinkering or bad. Accordingly, we hereby dissociate ourselves from all the statements made by Honorable Namdas in respect of the budget padding controversy. The legislature is therefore constitutionally incapable of padding the budget. The history of the 2016 budget padding is not new because we have at different times raised this issue to alert Nigerians on the move by our presiding officers and some principal officers. The removal, introduction of projects or the amendment of Mr. President estimates in the appropriation bill cannot and should never be construed as an act of corruption or impropriety. To insert unnecessary and illegal projects into the appropriation bill with a view to taking advantage of their respective positions against the collective national interest. Consequently, it is therefore an exhibition of gross ignorance, abuse of language, outright mischief, and or blackmail for a legislature, especially one who chaired the appropriation committee, to use the word padding to describe action of Parliament on the budget. The allegations against the officers mentioned were not allegations against the entire House, but against the mentioned officers.
It appears Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin has set himself right now up against 4 principal officers of the lower chamber of the House of Representatives with the claims that they were involved in fraudulent activities to manipulate the 2016 budget, where the allegations are far-reaching and people are beginning to take sides on the issues raised, with several questions posed on the integrity of the institution. But the Appropriation Committee of the House of Representatives says there was no breach in the appropriation process to warrant any external interference. Well, speaking to journalists during a briefing, the Deputy Chairman of the Appropriation Committee, Representative Chris Azubogo, explained that the former Chairman of the committee, Abdulmumin Jibrin, allotted all decisions of the committee to himself without conferring with its members. Despite their not being involved in the process, they are adamant that there is no truth in the allegations put forward by the former chairman.
This publication came up with essence of what is happening now. That matter was, I told you, the Speaker said he will handle it his own way. At the point in time we were in a meeting, I myself was not aware that he had been removed. He called for a press conference and told her that he went to speak to the Speaker, that he has resigned. And he handed over information concerning the committee to me, so the phone was handed over to the new incoming chairman. And it was a press conference that was called in, and I just came in, I sat down, I listened to it. So why will I protest when he has already conferred with Mr. Speaker that he's going to resign? If you listen to the speech of Mr. Speaker, he made it very clear that the chairman approached him that morning and told him that he's tired of the job, he wants to resign, which is what he told me.
Well, one will wonder what the APC leadership is up to in this particular matter, in dousing the tension that may possibly jeopardize the current shape of the leadership of the House. A member of the APC National Executive, the party's National Deputy Publicity Secretary, Mr. Timmy Frank, has accused the party leadership of incompetence for not wading into the matter. According to him, the leadership should resign.
It is very worrisome as a party that up till today, we've not been able to intervene in this particular issue rocking the Speaker and the allegation being laid by Abdulmumin, the former chairman of the appropriation, against the Speaker and so forth.
Now we go on a short break, and when we return, we focus on the leadership crisis in the PDP. My guest is already waiting to join me on the show. Join us again.